back to another video. This is Cooking with Auntie Val, guys. Thanks for stopping by and joining me today, guys. Like I always say, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It helps my channel to grow, guys. For today's video, I'll be making some apple fritters. I decided to try to make my own apple fritters because normally when I go to the donut shop, that's normally what I get. But here lately, you know, they're like overpriced and they're really big, bunky, and it doesn't have a lot of apples in it. So you know what, I make my own. So that's what I'm going to do for y'all today. I'm going to show you how y'all can make y'all own as well. Okay, guys, these are all the ingredients that I'll be using. And I've already kind of got started with my dry ingredients. Okay, guys, but I'm going to run it down to you, let you know how much I use of what and everything. Okay, so just bear with me. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. And thanks for stopping by, guys. And I'll be right back. Hey, guys, look, once you're done cutting up your apples like I've done, you need to get you some lemon juice. You don't need a lot, just like a capful. A capful of lemon juice, guys, and just pour it on your apples. And then you want to mix it up. It'll keep your apples from turning brown. Okay? And this is the Gala apples I use because they're a little sweeter than the granny apples, but you can use whatever apples you want to use. It's up to you. Okay, now that you've gotten your lemon juice on your apples so that they don't turn brown on you while you finish your preparation of your other items, okay? So actually what I want to do is I actually want to kind of cook my apples some. I want to make them like a little soft. I don't want them to be too hard. So what I'm going to do, I am going to use some butter. And I want to kind of brown my butter a little bit. Okay. Hey guys, I have my butter on. I have it on medium because I want to kind of not caramelize, but I just want to take off. Even though you're still going to cook them, but you know how sometimes when you if they're not there, and you got to make sure you have your butter. You don't want it to be hot. You want your butter to be room temperature. Okay? Okay, guys. So next, what we're going to do, we're going to take our, this is a tablespoon of melted butter, not hot, okay? And next, we're going to add in all of our all of our wet ingredients into this, okay? So I'm going to need about a teaspoon of my vanilla flavoring in here. Teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. Then I'm going to need a 1/3 cup of milk. Put all of that in here. I'm gonna get my whisk. I'm gonna whisk this up. I'm gonna get this here going. Then we're also gonna add in 2 eggs, okay? So let's crack these 2 eggs in here, like so. Okay, once we get all this mixed together, then we'll put our wet into our dry. But I first want to get my apples done first, okay, guys? So in this bowl here for my, see if you can see. Okay, in this bowl here, I have 1 1/4 cup of flour. I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of nutmeg, and a pinch of ginger. Now the ginger is optional. You don't have to use ginger if you don't want to. That's totally your choice, okay? So now that our butter has kind of browned, just want to put them in here for a little bit, you know. I just feel like they'll really taste a little better, you know. This is just all me doing what I do, trying new things out, guys. Okay, just want some of this butter to get on them and brown around. kind of cook them just a little bit, just a couple minutes, you know. Maybe I'll add a little cinnamon on them. Just a little bit, you know, just doing something. Put a little cinnamon. I don't want to put any sugar on them because they're already sweet apples. Now, if you use the granny apples, I suggest you put a little sugar if you decide to cook them. You don't have to cook them. You don't have to cook them. This is only my choice to cook them. And I just sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon on them because they're gonna fry. They smell so good. That's how you know that they're almost, you know, almost ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut this off, put them back in the bowl, and we're going to continue on, okay? So let's put these, let's turn this off, and let's put them back in the bowl. Just wanted to just kind of, you know, heat them up a little bit. That's all. And then it also helps with them browning you because you don't want to put too much of your lemon juice on them. Okay. Okay guys, our oil is nice and hot. So now it is time for us to drop in our apple fritters. Okay guys, we're going to just drop it in there like that. Kind of spread it a little bit, you know. You don't want to make it too bulky. Oh man, then it won't cook like it should in the inside. Okay, I'll pop these over here. Now, this is the second batch, and look how golden brown they're coming out to be. Oh God, these are going to be so good. Look, when y'all try this recipe, y'all gonna love it. Making your own so you know exactly how many apples, because I know it's true, y'all gotten an apple fritter before and you had about 2 pieces of apple in it. Not these, baby. 2 apples, made a little bit bigger than the others and kind of flatten them out a little more. You don't want them to be too thick because then the inside won't be done. Okay, guys? Yeah. So let me finish with these, and then I'm gonna show you when I put my glaze on top, guys. And then we're gonna try one. I'll be right back. We're on our second batch, which is the last batch of our apple fritters. So now while that's still cooking, what we're going to do is we're going to make our icing to go on top, okay? So I put in here like about a ½ cup of powdered sugar. Then I'm gonna put maybe a cup full of vanilla flavor. And then I'm gonna put some milk in here, okay guys? Look, you have to be the judge as to how many fritters you made and how much icing you think that you're going to need. You just put a little bit of milk in. This is maybe like a couple teaspoons at a time first, because you just want it to get a certain consistency where it's kind of thick and whippy. And you know, when you're using powdered sugar, it doesn't take much. It does not take much to use in order to get the type of substance that you're looking for. Okay, so I start off with maybe like a teaspoon or so. May need to put in a little more. Yeah, I'm going to put in a little more because it's still a little thick. So we're just going to put a little more, like a teaspoon or less. A teaspoon or less. You can use heavy cream. You can use whole milk, almond milk. I'm using almond milk because I don't drink whole milk. And you just want to stir it until all the lumps are gone out, okay, where it's nice and smooth. It's not going to take long. This is easy breezy lemon squeezy. This is all to it. And if you want to add in some nuts or something, then you know that's your choice to put on top of it. Okay, and I was thinking about that, but my son, you put nuts on everything, so probably won't be putting no nuts on this. But guys, it's really coming out really good. Let me show you. Let me show you the second batch of the fritters. Okay guys, this is the last batch and it's out. You got to make sure that you have a rack of some sort and you want to put a towel in that helps to let a lot of the oil drip away. Okay guys, don't they look good? We're gonna place them in our plate and we're gonna drizzle on them. And we're gonna give them a try. Okay guys, they've been sitting for about 10 minutes. I've been letting them kind of cool off because I don't want the icing to kind of melt off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna start with the little, just a few little drops and drizzles on them. Get a spoon here. I was going to use my wick to see how it's like, it's still a little warm because it's kind of just melting into it. But that's okay. I've had some before that you couldn't really see the icing on. Just want to kind of drizzle some icing on them. Ooh, these gonna look good, y'all. This icing on here. Yeah, see how hot they're still a little warm because it's just melting. Okay, so I'm gonna take a few minutes. I'll just make these all where it's just you can't see the icing on them. And the others, I'll just make it where you can make it like a glaze where you'll see, so I have to let them cool off a little longer. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, and there you have it. That is how I make my apple fritters. This is the first time I've made them and they came out really good. The icing, everything did, guys. If you enjoyed yourself with me today, and if you like how I do what I do, when I do what I do, subscribe to my channel. Don't just watch me, guys. Subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye.